Another quick stream starting soon. Might as well. All right. Okay, that should be a little bit of enough time. For people to start coming back. So I just finished Monster Crown's main story. It was a bunch of good ideas that was held together. It was a bunch of good ideas with very poor execution. So I know there is a sequel coming out. Hopefully it's a lot more polished. I'll probably try to check out more of the game and post-game on my own to see if there's more interesting things that I can find with it. And I can even talk about that then on another stream as well. So we'll find out. Like I said, I'll sit through the ending of that and see if I can give you more information about how Monster Crown ended up being in the post-game or whatever. But it's definitely not something I would do on stream. I do have a lot of other choices of games that I want to play on stream. But right now, since this is already like 2 hours in, I figured there's a game that I might want to play. And I will just check it out now. And we'll find out if it's a game that I want to do on stream or not. Which is what I said for Monster Crown, which probably shouldn't have been one, but it was anyway. But, you know, it was entertaining enough. So we're going to go. And this game is called Dread Delusion. I don't remember what it is supposed to be, but I remember it looked kind of neat.
Our world is long since shattered. But hope still...
Yep, that's why I ended up making the other screen as well.
Dreams. Few would guess that our fate would be decided upon the Oneric Isles, an almost forgotten archipelago of the southern sky realms. On these uncanny islands, the apostatic union, power-drunk after slaughtering their once exalted gods, maintains but a paltry presence.
Ah, so they're anime fans. Killing gods does get them fun.
Deep forests and dark places teem with cutthroats, cultists, and worse.
And worse, you.
Endless realm. Poor souls languish undying in decrepit mausoleums, yearning for their lost mortality. While the Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by the crooked logic of its manufactured monarch, strives to transform not just the realm, but reality itself. All these regions have their part to play in this unfolding story. But it begins, fathoms below, in the Underlands, a ruinous wasteland where none can draw breath for long. It is here that a secret waits to be uncovered by someone whose dreams...
Oh, that's right. I also put the volume down because the game was so low.
But will those dreams kindle?
I'm going to have to increase the volume here on the...
Or will we burn in the folly of delusion?
Oh, title drop! Title drop! Yeah, let me put this back to its full volume because I couldn't lower it for the other game. Oh, okay, so this is another one of these. Interesting. Lovely credits, lovely hell place, Dread XP. What are those even over there? I can't even get to those. Options, resolution, brightness, sensitivity, field of view, effect volume, voiceover, camera motion, full screen, VSync, wobbly 3D. Oh, I guess that means like the textures will like move a bit with you as they're doing it. Okay. Alright, I don't know what it is, so let's start. Normal mode, the setting is is permanent and cannot be changed. Alright, we'll just do normal. Because I still don't know what kind of game it is.
The world was long ago broken, its surface cursed. You are a dweller of the sky realms, drifting islands that cradle the last of human civilization. Here, in the dank cell of an Inquisition ship, you ruminate on your past.
I love how it's accept. Can I choose a different beginning?
Dreams of childhood slip through your mind. Was your fate sealed, even then?
Brawler, the idea of your captive... The idea of battle captivates you. It is always has. You started by smashing sticks before you were clashing swords. There was never any question. You were a fighter through and through. 2 might. Increase your maximum health. Governs the combat skills of attack and defense. So, might is health and attack and defense. Okay. Urchin. Growing up, you were nobody, just another malnourished child clogging the city. Without the street gang, you'd have died like the rest. They taught you to see what others didn't, to slip in where others couldn't. They taught you to survive. +2 guile. Increase your maximum stamina. Stamina? Uh-oh. Okay, is this a roguelike? Oh, wait, no, it has lockpick, so this is an RPG. Okay, so maybe this is, maybe it's a Scrolls-like. Maximum stamina governs your lockpick and agility skills. Apprentice. As a child of remarkable promise, from an unremarkable family, your parents sold you to a passing scholar. Your youth was spent copying tomes so your hands bled, but what you read you did not forget. +2 wisdom. Increase your maximum mana. Governs the lore and spellcast skills. Noble. A child of noble birth, you were dining with foreign dignitaries before you could walk. You learned manners and etiquette. But more than anything, tenacity for the glittering halls of Riova can be more cutthroat than the darkest of alleys. +2 Persona! Oh, yeah, that's right, because the other game I was playing... Yeah. It's cut off because of the monster crown thing. Having to constantly keep resizing that. I played it on full screen once. Either that or it was Pseudo Regalia that needed to be reshaped. +2 Persona! Increase your regenerate. Governs the charm and barter skills. Not without my persona. Shit, I need to get my mouse back in the game. Wait, I kind of lost everything. One moment. Wait, alright, escape works. Options, controls, quit, return. There we go. Alright, we got it to work. Alright, phew. Alright, so, well, this is me, so we always just choose Brawler, right? Right.
The body grew, the mind sharpened. For a while, you excelled.
Alright, Soldier, you were drafted into the Apostatic Union's military. The God of War might have ended. It is a war that was killing gods, yes. The God War might have ended, but the hunt for cultists had not. You tore the Union's fringes, fighting occult insurgents in bloody skirmishes, and seeking friend and foe cut down alike. 20 attack. Increased damage done with physical weapons. Mercenary. You joined a band of mercenaries selling your sword to the highest bidder. When work was slow, you scavenged ruins or wrecked city ships to make ends meet. Before, you were deft with lockpicks as a blade. Plus 20 lockpick. Increases the chance of successfully picking a lock or disarming a trap. Requires lockpicks which break upon failure. Inquisitor. You were sought out by the Inquisition. No one expected you. who trained you as an agent in the hunt for god worshippers. You were taught their false histories, their untruths. You learned to sniff out the dens and decipher their hidden secrets of heresy. Plus 20 lore. Knowledge of ancient truths allows interaction with concealed mechanisms to reveal hidden secrets. And assassin. Frontline combat was always so vulgar. You honed your skills in secret while clinking glasses with powerful people in elegant ballrooms. When your employers slipped you a name, you killed with subtlety. Plus 20 charm. The ability to influence others through dialogue. Can reveal important information and resolve difficult encounters. Alright, so mercenary or inquisitor. Having an extra secondary skill like this, having some points in it will be nice. You know what? I like being the mercenary, scouring things for... I was a bandit one day.
Cracks showed. Your guard slipped. The mistake was grave. The Inquisition had your scent.
Traumatized. Years of killing took its toll. You slept lightly, a knife under your pillow, if you slept at all. Noises made you twitchy. In dark places, you saw the men you've killed. One day you snapped and killed a man in broad daylight for all to see. Plus 20 defense. Decreases damage received by enemy combatants. Deserter. You had your fill of bloodshed, but saw no way out, so you deserted. Your old comrades pursued you over islands and skyships until you could run no more. Plus 20 agility. Fatal miscast. To excel in combat, you studied not just the blade, but the secret language of the cosmos. You wrote spells of your own design, dangerous and illegal without training. But a spell backfired, killing the wrong person and sealing your fate. Plus 20 spell cast. Increases the potency of spells and how quickly you can call upon them. Arms dealer. Your knowledge of weaponry opened new avenues. You became an arms dealer, trading items of lethality. Such pursuits, however, are profitable as they are illegal, and your luck didn't last forever. Plus 20 bard. Alright, so I was excelled at fighting. I ended up becoming a mercenary to the part where I was doing scavenging, and then I used that scavenging to be an arms dealer. There we go. I may need to increase how fast I do look sensitivity. No. Let's buff that up. Like 3 times as high. There you go, much better. Maybe have to slow it down a bit, but that's pretty good. Pilfered 3 coins. What is this Warhammer looking thingy? Prisoner 17, you have been marked for temporary release. The High Confessor will see you in the central chamber. Do not keep her waiting. Why am I being released? Who are you? Okay, go in. Why am I being released? Only the High Confessor can answer that, but I calculate there is an 8 in 10 chance you will be granted the honor of a glorious and sanctifying death. Well, that looks like a hole in the ground you fall through. Okay, that's a neat Iron Maiden. I activate Cyber Jar. We each destroy all monsters on the battlefield. We'll look at the top 5 cards of our deck and put all monsters on the battlefield in face-up or face-down position. The device lurches on the stable legs, thick blood oozing from its seams with each stuttering movement. A woman's voice, hoarse and raspy, echoes from within the device. Your service is required, prisoner 17. That is not my name. I'm not going to take orders from a coffin. Do you need some help? That's not my name. A cackle leaps into the sputter of coughs. You forfeited the right to a name when you betrayed the apostatic union. A number is all you deserve. But I offer you the chance of penance, an opportunity to atone for your vulgar crimes. I am the High Confessor of this Inquisition Combat Tribunal. We are tracking the most dangerous of criminals, and you will help us. How exactly? There's no way I'm helping the Inquisition. What's in it for me? She wheezes. You should be glad of such a righteous opportunity to serve penance, but success could bring benefits, even your freedom. So, listen closely. Your target's whereabouts have been known for some time. A backwater archipelago on the very fringes of Union territory, known as the Wanerick Isles. These flying islands are host to a manor of outcasts and miscreants who arrived a few hours ago, but met with fierce resistance. Your target is the Blinding Light Fortress, the last remaining holdout of the Dark Star mercenaries. For our quarry is their leader, the notorious Villa Colosse. Probably hitting hard on that E, right? Colosse. I guess I have no choice. Never heard of her. Villa Colosse? This is suicide. I never heard of her. She is the daughter of the Admiral Colosse, groomed for command, but she set off on her own to found a war band of thieves and pirates. The Dark Stars were tolerated in the Union until Vela became enthralled with delusions of grandeur, claimed she could create some sort of heaven. Oh, okay, so this is a Metal Gear game. Before you go, take this Inquisition journal. A mechanical arm thrusts a peculiar device in your direction. It will help keep track of your mission. My drones can offer guidance, and closer to the Binding Light, Inquisitor Ignavis can assist you further. Oh, and don't try to run. Cheese, these flying islands are unstable, and many a fool has fallen to their death. Okay, I gotta say, pretty neat visual representation for all this. It's just a giant bleeding mechanical Iron Maiden is fun. And they're showing me pictures of these people. It's literally just pulling down a map like you would have had in school. They just had this stuff pre-drawn and it's just pulling it down for me. I like that. Damaged doors can be broken with a weapon. There's a chest next to me. Pick up the sword, then press inventory to open your journal. Navigate to the equipment panel and equip the sword, one of your weapon slots. Lastly, remember to press attack and unholster your weapon. Though this is a meager task, I calculate there's a 1 in 20 chance you will somehow perish in the attempt. Rusty sword, poor damage. Oh, okay. There's no accepting it. You just hit B and you exit out of it. Okay. Okay, so I have a jump button. Y is inventory. Okay, Y is inventory. Start is that meant. B is nothing at the moment. A is nothing at the moment besides talking and interaction. Y is jump. And X is inventory. Attack 15, defense 15, locks picks 25, 5 agility, 5 lore, 5 spellcast, 5 charm, 25 barter. Spells. So you've got 2 rings, 2 weapons, a helmet, a chest, and 2 belts. Or maybe that's various armors. Health potion restores your health. This potion is brewed from the eye of Pegath herb and hastens the body's restorative functions. It is prescribed by most doctors. One of their few treatments that does more good than harm. Okay, so there's heavy attacks, quick attacks. Also, wow. Okay. I think this looks cool as fuck. Yeah, the way the power attack works was like you don't have an arm. Okay. I really like this graphic style. I love old graphic styles, but done in newer engines where they can do so much with it. This looks cool as all hell. Spells and quick items must be equipped in the equipment menu before use. Once equipped, press spell to use spells and item to use items. You can scroll through equipped items with switch item or spells with switch spell. Okay, so that's block. That's attack. Okay, so that's where spells would go. Okay, how do I not exit out of the whole thing? B keeps doing that, so I assume not B. Do I hit X? No, X exit out of the whole thing as well. No, I guess that is the only menu. I should just need to scroll back and forth. Alright, so this I could put the potion on. I got nothing else but the potion. But if I hit B button and exit out of the whole thing, interesting. No! Oh, no! Okay. Up on the D-pad is use item. Oops. Okay, up on the D-pad is use item. Well, rip that. Mana potion. All the pulsating plants. Ooh, a big dragon flying up there. Or quaddle, or whatever you want to call it. This is very trippy. I like this a lot. What do we have here? Another wretched soul caught in the Inquisition's web, no doubt. Tell me, was your high confessor sent you off to die? Yeah, probably. A melancholic smile spreads across her lips. She can be terribly cruel, can she? She gazes into the distance. Well, stranger, you best watch yourself out there. Mark my word, something's brewing on these islands. The stage is set, the curtains drawn, and the performance is set to bring the house down. She smirks at you. Then something tells me you have your own role to play. Okay, so these are like drop pods, I guess. You get in the cage and they drop you out of the sky and you land. Go, 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 go! Neat. Big Fiend just don't care. Yeah. Okay, this is run. And yellow is my stamina. Running does in fact use my stamina. Also, it seems my stamina is not at full. And attacking does, of course, use stamina. Jumping does not. Jumping is just jumping. Ammunition. An assortment of ammunition for ranged weapons required to fire bows and the like. There are a number of skills that determine your effectiveness at certain tasks. Some are active skills such as lockpicks or lore. which let you interact with objects in the world. Others are passive skills, such as defense and regen. Skills can be improved by increasing the delusion attribute that governs it, or with special equipment. Okay, you can break boxes. But only marked boxes. Oh, what? Okay, that was just my stamina. I'm like, am I taking damage? So if I put another potion here, how do I cycle them? Down? No. Okay, so if you hit right on the bar, it cycles through those items. Okay. Or right on the D-pad, I should say. Throwing knife. A well-balanced steel knife designed to be thrown. In Slev, thieves and thugs like to coat the blade with jitter seed extract for additional sting. Okay, not there. How do I back out without just closing the whole menu? I assume it's... Shoulder buttons aren't working now. What? Interesting. Now I can't just scroll through them to the side? Alright, yeah, something's going on with this. The buttons that were working before aren't working anymore. And I can go to this menu again, and then it just doesn't... Why are all the games I'm playing now buggy? So this is where throwing knives can go, okay. So throwing knives aren't just regular weapons, they are bonus weapons, I guess, if you want to call it that. Alright, that looks like it's progressing. So let's check over here. So far there's some weird jank. It feels like it needs to be patched or something. Like sometimes the cursor just disappears. You glimpse a glimmer of delusion. Collect more. There are 4 delusion attributes, the fundamental attributes which govern your skills. Might, wisdom, guile, and persona. To increase these attributes, you must find enough glimmers of delusion by exploring or completing quests. Health potion. Stamina potion. I assume I get an item and put it there? Okay. The road ahead is patrolled by Dark Star mercenaries. I strongly recommend sneaking through the mushrooms to avoid combat. It's not that I don't doubt your skills. Prisoner 17, I simply calculate a 3 in 5 chance you will die horribly. Remember, direct conflict is usually avoidable. Be on the lookout for ways to sneak through enemies. Yes, classic crouch for it, too. In many cases, combat is avoidable. Press crouch to toggle sneaking. Your footsteps will not make any sound. Alternatively, you can sneak up behind the enemy and perform a stealth attack. Damage to unaware enemies will be multiplied. Oh, people over there fighting. Gain throwing knives. Yeah, I haven't gained this spell yet. Clearly this is a throwing knife build. The throwing knife consortium from Elden Ring is striking back. Aha, I can draw a sword. Alright, let's see if it's video gamey. Is there a secret entrance in the waterfall? There is not. There is at least space behind it, which is neat. Stealth is for squares. Get your ass in there, bitch. What? What? No! The game just never tells you about that you can stealth through things. And it doesn't even tell you there's a stealth feature. What, you thought you had to fight them? You should be stealthing, you idiot, after you die the first time. Speaking of which, is there even a... Yeah, there is no way to, like, save or anything like that. You have not found map charts. I can't tell if I just don't have a cursor or... Hunt the Vela Colossae. Okay. I do also think it's funny that the game is like, nah, bro, sneak past the regular mercenaries. Why? Oh, you can't kill them. But aren't I supposed to kill their boss? Yes. To progress, you must unlock this door. You will need a lockpick to begin. You should find an ample supply next to me. When picking a lock, there is always a chance you will fail and the lockpick will break. The pick locks more easily. Increase your lockpick skill. Mechanical locks are not the only security measure you will come across. There is also disguising secrets through magical means. Some doors can be unlocked using a lockpick item. Your chance of success is governed by your lockpick skill, which is governed by your guile. If an attempt fails, one of your lockpicks will break. Alright, you said there's a bunch of lockpicks nearby. Like literally nearby, or... There you go. It meant like dropped from the sky. Also, I like how there's a burning crater of bodies here. I think there's also a flying over there. Do I want to try a fight? Let's try a fight. Lamal just didn't notice me anyway. Oh. Well, that was a lot simpler than I thought. Okay, never mind. I guess there is no reason to not just fight then. Alright, well, that was a lot easier. Maybe I did extra damage because of a sneak attack. Are you one of those locals? He looks up... Are you one of those locals? He looks up to you down in disgust. Look, just leave me be. I failed the Inquisition. I'd rather die in peace. Charm, I'm here to help. Your Inquisitor has tasked me with capturing Vela Colossae. Success. He lets out a weary chuckle that breaks into a cough. Oh my. I recognize you now. You're one of the prisoners. Gods, the Inquisitor must be really desperate. You know you're going to die, right? Those bastards wiped out our whole echelon. If you insist on the fool's errand, you might find some supplies at my crash drop pod. Follow the river upstream. I already found the bitch. Oh, I already found it. The agent is dying, but they still might be of use. You may have to charm them to gain their trust. The agent may have some convincing you have a prisoner for some time. I can no longer smell, but there is a high probability that you emit such a foul stench. Success relies on charm skill, which is derived from persona attribute. Let's do the lockpicking thingy. Oh, okay. It's just a simple dice roll. You just need to roll a higher dice than it needs. Okay. That's neat. In this room, the candlesticks on the wall have been enchanted to seal a secret passageway. To dispel them, you will need enough lore skill. The incantation will also deplete your mana slightly. A single passageway may need several switches, so always be mindful of your surroundings. Some doors can be opened via hidden mechanisms. These secret switches require high enough lore skill and a small amount of mana to unlock. The lore skill is governed by your wisdom. You may be able to further increase it using special equipment. I'm assuming you only need 5 per this. This is just showing you how to use the abilities. Even if I didn't have the skill, it would let me do it. I assume. Since that one I definitely only had 5 of. That's neat. Is this like a saving chamber? As you approach, the Inquisitor takes in a deep breath of air. Do you smell that, Prisoner 17? Engine grease? Smoke of battle? Mushrooms? Engine grease? He shakes his head. These Inquisition ships run on odorless cipher magic. State-of-the-art from those boffins at the Erudite Academy. This is a word I have not heard until I played that one Fallout game that was set in England. So boffins is definitely a... it would have been funny if it also showed up in Ace Attorney. These Inquisition ships run on odorless cipher magic. State of the art from these boffins at the Erudite Academy. No, I was actually talking about, he breathes in, mushroom spores. He turns to you, a beaming smile across his face. Oh, I've never seen as many mushrooms in my life. Such wide stalks, such healthy gills. He takes a long breath. Oh, and such potent spores. We have mushroom forecasts back home in London, but nothing like mushroom forest back home in Ludnell, but nothing like this. Ah, yes, I played Boulder Gate 3. I know what it's like to sniff the mushrooms. You get psychic powers. He waggles a finger at you, while turning his gaze back at the mushrooms. Prisoner 17, you will get back alive. Remind me to get a batch of synchro shroom tea for my wife. I make it here in the Austric oils, and I hear it is to die for. Okay. He slaps you on the shoulder. That's damn good of you, prisoner. But, oh, where are my manners? He holds out his hand in greeting. Inquisitor Ignavius of the 12th Inquisitorial Tribunal, pleased to make your acquaintance. You might be kind of high on mushrooms right now, but, sure. He grips your hand with an equal firmness. I see I'm in good company, prisoner. He points at the fortress ahead. That's the blinding light, the fortress of Ella Colosse, leader of the Dark Star mercenaries. The High Confessor told me you'd be joining the assault, and that moment not a moment too soon. We need all the help we can get. I've sent all my agents, but so far none have reported back. They expected heavy fighting, but it seems those Dark Star ruffians are a tougher bunch than we gave them credit for. Your orders are to capture Velo alive. Tall order, I'll admit, but I think you're up to the job, prisoner. So, any questions? How do I get to the blinding light? Is there a way I can avoid bloodshed? What if I want to practice my combat skills? How do I get to the blinding light? Oh, do you see that great big cannon looming overhead? That's part of the blinding light fortress, and that's where you need to get to. Just stride into that main gate, making sure to slay any pesky dark stars and get in your way. Once you're in the compound, find a lift mechanism that will take you to the battlements. That's where Vela has been holed up. What if I want to practice my combat skills the way I can avoid bloodshed? I need to know more about Vela and this mission. He nods. Yes, I'm sure you have plenty of questions. What do you want to know? Tell me about Vela and Dark Stars. Why are you using prisoners like me? What do you think of the High Confessor? Tell me about Vela and Dark Stars. Vela Colossae. That's the name I'll make hair stand on end. He's the daughter of the old Admiral Colossae of the Apostatic Union Navy. But instead of following in her father's footsteps, she founded the most accomplished mercenary band since the God War. Sure, she's currently the most wanted criminal in the Union, but you've got to hand it to her. For years, the Union itself relied on Vela and Dark Stars to do the jobs of the Navy were unwilling or unable to do themselves. He sighs. It's a pity she turned down such a dark path. In the later years of the Dark Stars, their numbers of villainous deeds far exceeded those of noble intent. What of the Dark Stars villainy then? Well, there was an astrological college heist in Brion, and they were made off with the artificed star among other priceless treasures. And there was the sinking of the merchant freighter, Popinjay, and all those hostages slaughtered up the stage of Starlocolo. I could go on. In the end, they say she lost the plot. Started yammering about some sort of heaven. The Inquisition ruled this was tantamount to cultism. Article 112 claims the religious nature and wanted her arrest. Of course, I think the polymaths over in Rivona had wanted her gone for long before all this. Got too big for her boots, and finally they had their warrant. Even Vela's own mercs got so riled up they mutinied against her. He's been hiding out here for years, but the Inquisition finally got the go-ahead to make a move. So, here we are. Why are you using prisoners like me? About the mission. Splendid. Was there anything else? No, I'm out of here. No, I went out of here. What if I want to practice my combat skills? Oh, well, we established a small boot camp of sorts. Steer. I always make sure to remind my combat echelon of the fundamentals before a tricky mission, so you'll find plenty of target dummies and tutorial signs just below. Okay, I need to get going. His smile beams. Oh, that's the spirit, prisoner. I'm sure you'll make short work of these ruffians. And when you're done, be sure to check with me after the mission. I've taken quite an interest in these Orneric Isles of late, and I'm sure I can fill you in with some plenty of useful tidbits. Okay. I have a question. Can I get something better than a rusty sword? The base camp was used for staging ground by our Inquisition agents. It was highly useful for them to brush up on their skills before they all went and got themselves slaughtered by Vela's mercenaries. We would recommend using the training dummies to practice your swordplay. It may marginally increase the time between now and your inevitable demise. Resting in beds recovers your health, mana, and maximum stamina. Beds can be cheaply rented at inns. You may also find unattended beds throughout the world. However, some are unsafe, and you will be taking a chance by resting in them. Okay, so this is all definitely pointing to this is a Scrolls-like. Crystal points will restore your mana. Use the home spell to return to the last crystal point visited. You will also appear at the last used crystal point when loading the game. Okay, so basically these are our save points. A teleportation spell that transports the caster to the last crystal point touched. Return home. So I can go here. Wait, we're back here again? Okay, so this is how you turn through these. Armor, attack, whatever the two weapons is for. Brawler, mercenary arms dealer. Player kills, player deaths, summon kills. Entice level? Then you have factions. Apostolic Union, Outlaws, and Wiccans. So I can go here and put the return home on. Okay, so using items is up on the pad. I assume using magic is down on the pad then, and hitting left probably cycles through your magic. Just like right cycles through your items. Oh, hello you. Aha, it's showing you how to the little block. Your attack damage depends on your current stamina. The lower your stamina, the less damage you do. Your maximum stamina will also deplete slowly over time. If it reaches half of its original value, you will become fatigued, temporarily reducing all stats. Maximum stamina can be restored by sleeping in a bed or using a stamina potion. Hold block to reduce incoming enemy damage. If you time a block just as an enemy attack lands, you will parry it. Successful parries negate all damage and will stagger the enemy. Blocking and parrying are not possible when your stamina is empty. Damn it! This thing is... You bastard. You asshole. Aha, there we go. Okay, this thing is baiting me. Fuck you. Fuck you, you stupid blade. It's purposely messing up its own attack timing to fuck with me. Delusions. Glimmers of delusion can be obtained by gathering blue skulls by completing quests. Collect enough glimmers to gain delusion. But yeah, I've already seen that before. Alright, let's get my stamina up then. Oh, sleeping to the time of day, I guess. I don't know what time of day it currently is. Giant red blob in the sky. Sure it is. I'm sure it is. See that looming fortress? It stuck fear into the hearts of many who were braver and stronger than you, stranger. It was made in the God War, so the apostles named it the Blinding Light to ridicule the gods they planned to butcher. Ironic it should fall into the hands of someone blinded by ambition and zeal, for Vela has claimed it in pursuit of her own twisted heaven, and the Blinding Light now turns its guns towards the faithless souls who made it. Her spectral eyes glisten. Tell me, stranger, if a hated enemy stood between you and your most cherished ideal, would you strike them down? Would you have the arrogance to take a life in pursuit of your fantasy? Yes, I would kill for my beliefs, never. Yeah, sure. At least you're on a sword, and you're hardly alone. The sky realms are stained with the blood of those who stood on the wrong side of history. Even the gods proved fallible in the end. Still, I fear that in a world like this, such as a heart will only see you dead in the gutter as the sword of someone far less scrupulous. Okay, so the fact that the game has said I can walk past a lot of obstacles, or stealth past a lot of things, and it just asked me about would I be able to kill or not. And the game even said earlier, can I do this without bloodshed? My guess is that you actually can do a, I don't know, for better word, you can do a passive run, I guess, of this. You can whatchamacallit your way through this. Undertale your way through it. Jitter seed, a potent seed that vibrates in one's hand, can be used as an alchemy ingredient. Whole volatile nature of this herb makes it ideal for restorative potions and poisons alike, so it is praised by the criminals gangs of Slev. Poison! A deadly poison that can be applied to weapons. After you coating your equipment with this noxious substance, all attacks will poison enemies for a limited time. And more money. What is this laser beam cannon? Eye of Pegath. A flower shaped oddly like an eyeball. Can be used for alchemy ingredient. Named after the legendary god Pegath. This herb is well known for its healing properties and is used as medicine across the Apostatic Union. I like how it said check out the cannon, but you're not using the cannon. I don't know, the cannon I guess is up there that you're trying to get to. There's 3 guards over there. Part of me wants to know how much you're supposed to do in stealth or how much you can do by just not getting noticed. Another part of me just wants to kind of fight and check out the fighting system. More throwing knives, yes. The lift is not yet active. Okay. All right, you. I'm coming in from the front. I know how these kind of games work. There you go. Okay, so heavy attacks knock out their guard. No, you don't. No healing on me. Paradoxus. An impossible flower that seems to shift between different shapes can be used as an alchemy ingredient. This herb seems to defy the very principles of reality, often appearing differently depending on how it's observed. Ah, so it's a quantum flower. Quantum moon, come back to me, my beloved. Alright, let's hit up the other side of the thing. Okay, ouch. You shot me with your arrows, but I have survived. Okay, so it looks like we can sneak our way up the side as well. The game is called Dread Delusion. And it seemingly is like a Scrolls-like, maybe? Kind of like an open-world RPG, but it might not be. It might just be a linear one that's like this, since it has stats like lockpick and everything like that in it. But it's been pretty interesting so far. I finished Monster Crown earlier and had to find something that was in my library to fill out a little bit of my stream time. And it turns out this looks. Honestly, I love the way that these, like I said before, older graphics, but in an engine that's really strong. Like, this just looks amazing to me. Like, this is just beautiful. I love the hell out of this. This just looks great. And this is just a tutorial still. Alright, so I can go up the side. I can also go up the front path. Let's just go up the front path. Let's see what happens if I, like, poke the bear. Oh, there is an autosave. Okay. So it will autosave, but you only load up at those crystals. Oh, there was more than one. Aha. I'm glad that they do let you use your skills, even though they're like very new at the beginning here. Oh, this was a trap. Well, I'm glad the trap didn't activate when I walked right in front of it. So far, I have no idea. I'm like barely in the tutorial, but this kind of stuff is right up my alley. But I haven't really seen what the game is truly like yet. But just from the looks alone, I really, like I said, I really enjoy this. Old contraptions. You recognize these old machines are God War relics. Inoperable and mostly useless, such strange contraptions are rarely seen outside the Clockwork Kingdom these days. A cluttered desk. An assortment of maps, notes, and diagrams clutter the table, detailing the planned exploits of the Dark Star mercenaries. One in particular catches your eye. An expedition to the cursed Underlands, far below the Sky Realms. An assortment of maps, notes, and diagrams clutter the table. Yeah, okay, it's just the same one, even though it's on a different area. Okay, was this the side door that I would have opened? No, okay, it's a different one. Let's see. Where does this go through then? There we go. Might as well get some of my stamina back. Or not? I do like how that counts as a safe bet, even though I'm like in the middle of assumably enemy territory. Oh, hello there. Yep, you didn't notice me. Loser. Where are you going, prisoner 17? Are you attempting to run from your duty? You must recuperate. The lift next to me will take you back to the Inquisition camp. But Vela is still in the fortress, as we strongly suggest you go back inside and find a way to reach the battlements up above. Okay, but this will activate it. So this is the side of the... Yeah, okay. So I can... Let's just activate the shortcut. I guess, if you want to call it that. Gotcha. More throwing knives. All right, the game is just wants me to use throwing knives. It's like, I don't care, just as long as you throw some goddamn knives, we're happy. Beer, a full mug of frothy beer. Beer is cheap in the Skylands, mostly derived from the fermented mushroom pulp. It's exported to the far corners of the Apostolic Union. Yes, the game is on Steam. That's where I'm playing it on right now, actually. Okay, so this is where I would have walked through if I didn't do the secret passage. The secret passage did let me just pass all of this. Still training me to use the basic items. Is there anything up there on that one? No. Okay. Let's see. Is it going to take me right to my objective, or is it going to be a little bit more exploring? I wonder what this is going to look like after the tutorial. This looks like an interesting landmark. Okay, they have a lot of stuff like hidden around the sides. I like this. Giving you a reason to explore. I wonder how much this is going to end up, like I said, being open world. No, you don't. No healing on me. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to throw a dagger next time. I don't know how much healing eats up. Oh yeah, I got like 60 throwing knives. I can throw some knives. Oh, and you can sneak into there too. And excuse me, I didn't pilfer those coins. It just kind of landed there and I took them. There was no pilfering. There was no stealing, mugging, pilfering. Maybe some meandering, because I've just been kind of looking at stuff. Iron ore, decent quality ore that can be used to upgrade rusty weapons. Most of the Isle's mines were abandoned after the God of War, but the ore remains where for the taking. Now, can you just upgrade? Because, as you can tell, I am still using the very rusty weapon you gave me at the beginning. So I wonder if that's, use this item except. Okay, you don't just use it. You definitely need a place to actually use it to upgrade your stuff. Okay. Door is barred from the other side. Are these giant swords, or are they just like massive ballista bolts? Probably ballista bolts, right? Oh, I've been spotted. Have I? Ah! Quickly, get throwing knifed! Alright, and we rotate, we use it. And rotate back to the knives. Alright, so one thing I wish that the music would change after somewhat, because this has been the same music since I landed here. So hopefully when we get to past the tutorial, the music does change and more commonly. Leucosic bomb, a vial of fine white powder distilled through a chemical process. Extremely volatile. The flash will explode on impact when thrown. The flask will explode on impact when thrown. That's up there. As soon as I see you can walk up the side, there's got to be more. Something has changed. Alright, so that was just one lock to open. Cool airship. The cutter needs to be repaired. Or this cutter needs to be repaired. Elevator that goes up. Oh no, it goes down. Alright, that lets you... It goes down, not up. The lift is not yet active? So I guess that means I need to get to that from below, not up. Huh. It definitely doesn't just go up through the stairs. And that's if you went up the side here. Alright, so that person who's up there is definitely what our main quest is, to get to the leader of the Dark Stars. Can you just like... Ha ha ha, you can't see me. No, yeah, you get saw anyway. Vela Colosse stands with gravitas, her voice piercing the clatter of the ship. You notice blood seeps from her armor. She is wounded, but hides it well. Loose the sails, and why is the anti-grav engine not running? Suddenly, you catch her eye. What's this? A straggler? The Dark Star Company greets you. My apologies, but you have caught us at a rather inopportune moment. Vela Colossae, I've come to apprehend you in the name of the Inquisition. I just escaped from the Inquisition prison. Can I join you? So he looks at you up and down, smirking. I mean no offense, but the Dark Star Company has certain standards. You don't quite fit the bill. Prepare yourself, stranger. Great deeds are afoot. Deeds that will bring the Apostolic Union's tyranny to an end, and that will usher a new age of heaven. And with that, we must take our leave. It's been a pleasure, but I doubt we'll meet again. Oh, he yeets off. Okay, that's cool. Bye! Just flies off on the airship, huh? The fortress needs repairing before that will work. Okay, so we get to turn on the fortress? Cool. Well, I guess we'll look around before we go back. Entice. This oddity of a spell draws upon the caster's force of personality, rather than the arcane knowledge, to sway erstwhile enemies to their side. Much studied by academic wizards, the nature of the spell remains something of a mystery, but its power is not in doubt. Lasers turn? Oh, that opened up. I was going to say, lasers turn on? What? Yeah, she's just like, oh, you need me to save yourself, prisoner. No, even though you killed a bunch of my own men, you don't fit up to my standards. Bye. It's probably because I smell. Damn, the one guy with the one thing was right. I probably do just smell. Vela spent countless nights here, hunched at her desk with the light of a candle. While the rest of her crew slept, she would pore over sky charts and scour old tomes for shreds of arcane knowledge. Back then, when I was flesh and blood, I thought she was driven by a pure desire to carve out a better world. But in time, I came to think of her as little more than a frightened girl, trying to fix something broken inside herself. For there is a thorn in Vela's heart she cannot remove. Sometimes its maddening scratch pushes her to greatness. Other times it twists her into cruelty and barbarism. The ghost looks into your eyes. Listen, stranger. Whether you wish it or not, you will cross paths with Vela. I see it clear as day. But what will happen next is a tangle of infinite possibilities. A dark void that swallows any attempt at foresight. If you wish to understand the woman your fate is bound to, seek an old manor that drifts to the northeastern edge of Hollowshire. I will meet you there. The save thing keeps opening up. Oh, alchemy ingredients. Upgrade property. Quarters not built unfurnished. Training room not... Oh, is this a... Does this place count as mine now? Oh. Workshop not built unfurnished. Alright, let's build the workshop then. You lack the necessary materials. Oh, I need a extra one of those seeds. I could make the quarters. Sure. Upgrade this part of the property. You know what? I want to have a workshop, though. I want to be able to upgrade my weapons. I assume that's for. Okay, so is this place mine now? That's pretty neat. Also, isn't the Inquisitor just kind of hanging out over there? Yes. They are. No, it's you. The High Confessor wants to speak with you on the upper platform. He mutters under his breath. Though what she sees in a wretched prisoner is beyond me. The High Confessor is giving orders to the agents around her, pointing with her mechanical limbs and shouting between bouts of coughing. Eventually, she notices you. Ah, prisoner. 17, wasn't it? Our drones have been tracking you. It seems that Vela has escaped. I couldn't apprehend her, I failed. I played your little game where you set me free. I couldn't apprehend her, I failed. A high-pitched laugh reverberates through her coffin. Nonsense. I was certain you would be cut into tiny pieces. It's astounding you made it this far. But your sentence still stands. You may yet prove your usefulness. Oh, hello. God damn. Hey, baby. How's it going? We must ascertain where Vela has fled to. Lucky for us, I know just who we can ask. She laughs to herself, but this turns into a painted series of wretches. After a moment, you think she may have vomited. Excuse me. The Onric Isles are home to a number of former Darkstar mercenaries. Former Darkstar mercenaries. My superiors would rather I executed them, but... She is silent a moment. They are of more use to us alive. If anyone knows where Vela went, they will. I would start with Jack Basalt, a former Navy captain turned sellsword. We have already contracted him and arranged a meeting. You can find him at the Wobbly Noggin pub in Hollowtown, in the center of the Onric Isles. Basalt has promised to direct us towards his comrades in exchange for the polymath's pardon. He can help you find the others. Got it. Which way is it to Hollowtown? Why me of all your agents? Which way to Hollowtown? Follow the road south through the village of Pewell and cross the gate bridge. This should get you to Hollowshire. You will need to acquire Apostolic Union passport to cross the bridge. I wish I could grant you one myself, but we are undersupplied. Perhaps the locals in the village of Pewell can help you. Why me of all your agents? The Dark Stars are deeply mistrustful of the Inquisition. You could stay, but you could say we've had a few run-ins in the past. As one of our newest and most amenable operatives, you may have a better luck than another of my agents. Got it. Good, and be careful. These islands are on the very fringe of Apostolic Union territory. There may be worshippers or even minor gods who have fled the Union's purges tucked away here. Only the absurdly faithless place in Hollowtown. The only absurdly faithless place is Hollowtown. And beyond Hollowshire's borders there is ground even Union boots won't tread upon. To the east, the Clockwork Kingdom is in full-blown crisis, while the people of the Endless Realm to the west are cursed to never die. My tribunal will establish a command post in the fortress, the Blinding Light. Return here to recuperate if you wish. Oh, and one more thing. From now on, you'll be known as Confessor 17. This doesn't change your crimes or your sentence, but it sounds a little better than prisoner, eh? Fine, I'll be going. Farewell, Confessor. Alright, so this probably takes us down to... Oh, somewhere... Okay, I thought this... I know there was a gate up there that I thought it was going to take me to that I could enter from. But no, this took me back down to the... a back entrance, I guess? Which you can actually get into. Not yet active? This feels like the one that you would have activated underneath the thing, but sure. At least I've got this one, I guess. So there's definitely more of the Blinding Light to explore as well. Alright, so I guess this is where the game now opens up. and gives you a lot of extra places to explore. So I guess I'll save here. And since this was the second half of the stream, and I had it ended the other one a little bit early to continue this one, I guess this is where I'll stop for the night. Because, honestly, if I keep playing, I'm probably going to just explore lots of places and get lost in it. So, I definitely do want to continue this one. This one looks very neat. I want to see actually where the gameplay goes. Because right now, this is very like a simple RPG, Scrolls-like style, kind of exploring with a little bit of like a simple mechanics, like simple combat so far. I don't know, I don't have a ranged weapon yet, so I don't know what that combat would be like. But so far it seems pretty simplistic. I guess it's a lot based off of items and spells that will add some depth to this. So I'll see. Plus, honestly, the biggest draw of this game is the visuals. These visuals look great. I wish the music would change a bit, but maybe it will change later on. But I really do like these visuals. These kind of things are really cool to me. Also, that's probably something that might kill me. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow. If I do an early stream, it will be of Pseudo Regalia. And if my normal time stream will be... I should probably finally get to Doom: The Dark Ages. I've been saying I want to play it for a long time, and I just have not. I think it's about time that I actually gave it a shot. Because I didn't hear that many people talk about it, but I really liked Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal was fucking amazing. And the fact that no one really talked about Doom: The Dark Ages must mean there's something different about it. Maybe that people didn't like, so I definitely want to check it out and play it a bit. Also, I'll get back to Skyrim RP and a few of the other games that I finished and have some post-game of. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be back for some more tomorrow, and I'll see you all then.